Hi, and welcome to a Kangaroos Without Pouches podcast. How about that, Andy Taylor?
I like it, Dan Smith, I guess.
Very good. Maybe we can give out our Twitter handles?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Should I go first?
How come you get to go first?
Oh, all right, Dan, you go first then.
So go ahead and give out your Twitter handle. Let's move this along.
All right, I'm at Tech Talk Radio.
Boy, you are really into that radio thing.
Did you figure out this whole page flip issue?
The page flip issue, man, that takes me back.
Give out your Twitter handle. Come on, Dan, let's move this along.
Right. I'm at Blinverted.
So we're just going to make up words now?
So yeah, Blinverted is made, but it is on Bing.
Are you on DuckDuckGo too?
You bet your bippy.
Golly.
Blinverted was originally a blog inverted.
Oh, so you made up the definition too.
Have you ever read a dictionary? They have words and definitions.
I know how definitions work, Dan.
You just seem confused.
So the first season of the podcast, thoughts? I mean, I thought it was pretty good.
You know, I listened to every episode, and I do have some thoughts.
Oh, well, do tell.
I thought we did a nice job of not trying too hard to be funny.
Well, I'm just kind of mailing it in.
But I do wonder that if we did try harder to be funny, if we could have been funnier.
Well, that's kind of the rub, Dan. If you try too hard to be funny, then you might not be funny at all.
Yep, that's a rub, all right.
I don't know how stand-up comics do it. Seriously, it's being comedy and all.
Writing is very important. I mean, it seems like it is.
Too bad you aren't a better writer.
Man, if I were a better writer, that would be awesome. The bee's knees, man.
I don't understand. Bee's knees? What keeps holding you back? I mean, you've been writing for a couple of decades, right? Who knows?
Not me. I'm also afraid that if I keep honing my wit, I will eventually outwit even myself, and then I'll do it right in front of everyone.
Yeah, that happened to me once.
How did you cope?
It was tough. I was at my wit's end.
But you made it out okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm sitting here now, Dan, still breathing.
And you're doing great at it, by the way.
Thanks, Dan.
Some questions are so funny that whatever the answer is will also be funny.
Good writer would have examples.
Who is your favorite member of Bone Thugs and Harmony?
Crazy Bone. Come on. Who's yours?
Lazy Bone.
Yeah.
Okay, that works. So I'm going to try another random question.
All right, if you think it's funny.
What was the name of Aaron Rodgers' character when he made a cameo in Game of Thrones?
King's Landing Citizen.
Wow, that's impressive that you know that.
Mm-hmm. Well, here, let me jump on to imdb.com because I think you're onto something here. Could be fun. All right.
Is that a dial-up modem?
Yeah, it's like old school, landline. I mean, I was going to go just 150. I went 300 baud. Best security in the world.
Are you online yet?
Nah, still going. Wait for it. Almost there.
This feels like dead air.
Wait for it. Looks like connection. Okay. I'm on. I'm online. I'm in. What was the name of Brad Pitt's character that when he appeared on King of the Hill?
He played Boomhauer's brother, right?
You're stalling.
Benjamin Button?
No. Patch Boomhauer.
That's right. I was thinking of his role in Sinbad and the Cyclops Island.
And come on, Benjamin Button? Wasn't Benjamin Button in Benjamin Button?
You're right. Pitt played Sinbad in Sinbad and the Cyclops Island. It was a cartoon short.
All right, here's another funny one.
Awesome.
What was the name, even though I didn't like the movie, Danny McBride's character in Sausage Party?
Honey Mustard. I never saw it either.
Yepers.
Here's a funny question.
All right. We'll see. I never saw the last one either, too.
What 90s band shared a name with two United States presidents?
Bush.
Is glycerine a made-up word like Inverted?
No, it's a non-toxic fluid.
And a great song.
It's good, but I like Machine Head a little better.
Wasn't that a book by Ayn Rand?
No, that was the Fountainhead. Yeah.
I don't want to get ahead of myself, but these do feel like really funny questions.
Funny answers, too.
Good call, Andy.
Yeah, I just calls them how's I sees them.
Still?
Yeah, just keeping it real, Dan.
That's awesome.
Well, it's not awesome.
I thought our ads worked out well, too.
Yeah, it was good shtick.
Tell you what, I can go to the bathroom right now so you can do another ad.
If that's what the script calls for, I'm fine with it.
Let me check. Hey, Andy.
Yeah, Dan.
That's what the script calls for.
I know, Dan. I have the script, too. Dude.
I hate when my bones do that.
What's wrong with your body, man?
I'm on this pinto bean diet, and I have gas bubbles popping all over my body. We're lucky when they just come out of my bones now that I think about it.
Man, you got to get some calcium, dude. You should eat garbanzo beans like I do. My bones are as quiet as a mouse.
What are your binds doing?
I don't know. They make a lot of noise. But the bones, they're quiet.
I have bladder problems too, Andy. May I go to the bathroom, please?
Who's stopping you?
You're such a good host.
Yeah. All right, so while he goes off to the bathroom, I'm going to promote a real item for this ad.
What'd you say, Andy?
I said I'm going to read a personal ad this time, Dan.
What?
Shut up.
Be nice.
All right. So I have this really nice dual VCR DVD player. It's an antique. These are super hard to find, super hard to come by. And I need this because I need tattoo money for my wife's tattoo. So here's the deal. I'm looking for $45,000 for this antique DVD CD combo drive. A VCR? Yeah, does that too. Price is non-negotiable because I refuse to go into debt paying for this Ewok village that my wife once tattooed upon her back. Anyway, $45,000, it could be yours. You'd be the only person, only one in your block. Powerfully made by the good folks at Emerson. You got to get that looked at, Dan.
Man, Andy, it's really hot in here.
Yeah, we haven't turned on the air conditioner this summer.
Are you still saving for your wife's tattoo?
Yeah. We're getting close, though. If I can unload this dual VCR DVD player that I have right here that I could show you, I mean, I could grab it. It's still connected to that 17-inch monitor in the garage.
Didn't you want like $17,000 for it?
$45,000, dude.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think you're asking for a little bit much.
Well, the tattoo's a pretty amazing tattoo.
But isn't your wife worried that if she gets a tattoo of the Ewok village, that the people that see it will confuse it with the Merryman's Tree Village and Robin Hood Prince of Thieves?
Of course she's worried about that. I mean, who wouldn't be?
I don't know, Amanda Panda?
That lady don't worry about anything, though, huh?
Fair enough. You know what else we should do this season?
Snacks would be great.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. Here is a fun-sized bag of sour cream and onion sun chips for you. Go ahead and open them up.
Oh, Dan, thanks. I'm starving. Oh, man, it's been forever since I've tasted sour cream and onion.
I think your dog wants something.
Speaking of gas bubbles.
Good Lord, Andy.
Excuse me.
Let's move this along.
Now, what did you want to do this season for the podcast?
I wanted to talk about sports more.
Sports are great. Here's a great idea, Dan.
Thanks, Andy. Why do you always sound so surprised whenever I have a good idea? Don't answer that. So, do you know who Shane Victorino is?
Baseball player, the Flying Hawaiian.
That's right, Andy.
Yeah.
Do you also know when he stopped being a switch hitter?
Switch hitter, like both ways?
Now who's stalling?
2013.
Correct. And do you know why?
From what I remember, it was a hamstring. Back in knee issues forced him to become primarily a right-handed hitter.
Man, you know your baseball.
Yeah, I like to pay attention to the minutia of stuff. You know, minutia, Dan. You can stop trying to prove that you're the only one who knows big words here, because I do too.
All right. Keep your shirt on, Andy. Don't you think it's funny when people have to go way back in their childhood to share the great sporting moments of their lives?
Where are you going with this, Dan?
Back to 5th grade.
Earlier than I thought it would be.
So let me paint the picture.
Oh, please, Dan. Nobody wants to hear your early...
It was a tournament game, and I was dealing. I only gave up 6 runs in 6 innings, and that is really good for a little leaguer.
Well, if you say so.
I just did. So the game was tied at 6 after the 6th inning. The other team had a few guys pitch because they didn't have anyone on their team like me.
No one does, Dan.
So I'm walking out to pitch the 7th inning. I mean, it was my game and all.
No, Dan. I did not know that it was your game.
Oh, good. I'm glad that I told you then.
Yeah, you said you know, right? Let's move this along.
I did say that wrong.
Yeah.
The other team went crazy because there's a rule that pitchers can only pitch 6 innings in a tournament game.
Your coach didn't know that?
They're called managers in baseball, Andy.
Thanks for correcting me, sir.
It's in the script. Anyways, I was a tough pitcher. Like, try to imagine me now, you know, bitter and paranoid, but just smash all of that bitterness and paranoia into a 5th grader.
Sounds like a tiny little monster.
So after 6 innings of dealing with that, the other team was sick of me throwing at them. And because of the rules, they got what they wanted.
I hate rules. So how many guys did you hit?
Hit? Like with the baseball?
Yeah, you said you were throwing at them.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, the pitcher throws the ball at the batter. That's how a play starts in baseball.
Yeah, I know how baseball works, Dan.
Oh, you just seem confused.
Sure. Sorry.
That's okay.
I know how baseball works, Dan.
Sure you do.
Was that your whole 5th grade story?
Yeah. I wish I could. I wish you could have seen that bench explode when I started walking out to the mound for the seventh inning. It was like I owed every single one of them money.
I might have seen it. Where and when was it?
Jesse Owens Park during the summer of 1988.
Nope, wasn't there. Did you guys win?
Nah, the pitcher that replaced me gave up 5 runs, and we lost 11-6.
And that, my friend, is the best story of your sports story of your life?
Yep. Yeah. The only other one that's even close is when I threw a block in an 8th grade Pop Warner football game that sprung Stewart for a long touchdown run.
Didn't see that one either. No.
It was about 80 yards. You didn't catch it?
Nope, missed it.
Are you sure?
No.
I was playing tight end for the Wildcats, and we were at Saguaro High School in the fall of 1990. It would have been a Saturday.
Nope. Wasn't allowed near high schools in the 90s, that whole streaking incident. It was a crazy decade for me.
Did you do it more or less than a dozen times? Streaking.
All it took was one.
Oh, you didn't really answer the question. And then another loose end from last season is that you still haven't committed to the podcast yet.
Oh, that's correct.
Did you have any thoughts about committing?
To what?
My bad. This podcast.
Well, I have a plethora of thoughts. Plethora. Really?
Yeah, big word. Anyways, I hope it's good news.
Good news about what?
Our podcast.
Well, I don't want to get your hopes up too much.
That's very decent of you, Dan. Andy.
When you write yourself as the second person, I'm a pretty decent person, in my opinion. That's what my nana used to tell me.
It's getting close to game time.
Yeah, I don't know, Dan. You're so competitive.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. It's one of your many faults.
I sure do have a lot of flaws. I'm like the president of the United States in that way.
Yeah, Dan, you and the president both have a lot of faults.
Yeah, well, we're both humans. But I am not competitive.
Yes, you are. You're hostile in both victory, defeat, and you even took a tie sorely.
When did we tie?
The obscure movie trivia game, remember?
Which game did I lose?
The fake fart game.
No way. You're making all this up. I mean, I hate to call you fake news.
Well, if you hate to do it, then, Dan, just don't do it.
Whoa. You just blew my mind.
You're making a mess over there.
Good thing that I have 2 brains.
Dan, you don't have 2 brains.
Yes, I do.
You're also very disagreeable, dude.
I am going to have to agree with that on technical grounds.
I'll take it. All right, so what game do you want to play?
Let's play the Dan Peppers Andy with questions game.
No, don't like this game, Dan.
Hey, Andy.
Yeah, Dan.
How come?
Well, you always ask the most random questions, and you cut me off before I even...
Hey, Andy.
Yes, Dan.
So, like, you're on the radio, Andy, and Howard Stern is on the radio, too. So how come...
Dan, Howard Stern is on satellite radio. Right? You got to pay for it. That's why.
Okay, that explains it. Hey, Andy.
Hold on, Dan. What were you going to ask?
I think the point of this game is that I ask you the questions, Andy.
Just this one time, please. Let's break the rules.
All right, but I win, though.
Sure.
And I'm not competitive.
Sure. Come on, Dan. All right? You don't have that much leverage.
I was going to ask why I can get you on my car radio, but I can't get Howard Stern on my car radio.
So I did go ahead and answer your question correctly.
Yeah, Andy. We just talked about that.
Okay, I thought you were going to ask something.
Hey, Andy.
Yes, Dan.
Does it make sense that the Terminator keeps aging?
Nope. Cut that.
Hey, Andy.
Yes, Dan.
What's Tom Brady's record against the AFC East?
Isn't he like 64-25 against the AFC East?
Nope. 68-19.
I was close, but that only counts in...
Hey, Andy.
Yes, Dan.
I forgot what I was going to ask you.
That should just about end the game then, right?
Sounds good to me. Well, we got to go. Use Bing, not Google.
Duck is also a... DuckDuckGo is also an option.
Hold on. Is your dog's name Gas Bubbles?
No. I don't even have a dog.
I was going to do that line somewhere in there. Oh, yeah? You don't have a dog, huh? Huh?
You would try one more time? What do you think?
No, I'm no.
You're good?
Yeah, 3's good.